Recreating a street scene in San Diego. In 1897, James White, head of the Edison Manufacturing Company's kinetograph department, and cameraman Frederick Bletchenden set out on a filming expedition across the American West, partially subsidized by railroad companies like the Southern Pacific Railroad. The goal was to capture scenic views, urban life, and tourist attractions along its route to promote winter travel via the Sunset Route, emphasizing California's mild climate and diverse landscapes. Starting in the Pacific Northwest in August of 1897, before heading south to California, they filmed the San Jose area. Moving to Monterey and San Francisco mid-September, they captured coastal scenes and staged performances, then traveled south along the Southern Pacific lines to San Diego and Los Angeles in December for street scenes before returning north in January of 1898. While in San Diego, on December 20th, 1897, White and Bletchenden filmed a street scene in San Diego, featuring a double-decker bus and a building with signage written on the side of it. While studying Edison and his movie business, I came across this video and realized two things. One, this is probably the earliest footage of San Diego ever recorded, and two, I recognized that I had been there before and the main building featured should still be standing. I then attempted to find a location of where this was shot by paying attention to the architecture of the building. Though it was grainy and shadowy, you can tell that there was some sort of architectural spires on top of either that building or the building next to it. At first, I suspected the Neesmith Greeley building on Fifth Avenue, which was built in 1888. But the building next to it that covers most of the side of that building was built in 1887, so it couldn't be the location. I then suspected the Yuma building, also on Fifth Avenue and built in 1888. The building to the south of it doesn't completely cover the side of the Yuma building, and those spires really seem to match with the footage. Plus, in the footage, the building to the far right seems to be the side of the McGrook Block building, built in 1887. After studying the trolley routes of that time to confirm that they do pass by that building, I made the determination that the footage was shot there.
So, in December 20th, 1897, two people from the Edison Manufacturing Company, James H. White and Frederick Bletchenden, came to this corner and filmed this 20-second film of this street. I can tell it's that street because this is the same building that survives today. And so we decided 128 years later to the day to come back and recreate that shot.
Then, on December 20th, 2025, 128 years to the day the original footage was shot, I traveled to Fifth Avenue in San Diego to recreate the footage. I stood at the corner of Fifth and Market and took the footage. However, something about it seemed off and I couldn't put my finger on it until I stood on the corner of F Street and Fifth Avenue and looked south.
We decided to try to do this angle too because it looks a lot like what it also would have looked like. I don't know exactly when these buildings were built, so I'll go back and, we'll either confirm or deny the actual.
The north wall of the Lulian building caught my attention, and suddenly we were asking the building occupants when it was built. We learned it was built in 1887, and the building to the south of it, the Cole Block building, was built in 1892. The spires on the Cole Block building actually matches the spires in the footage better, and suddenly I began to doubt myself. We also learned the building to the north of it, Pat's Little Theater, wasn't built until 1906, matching the gap you see in the footage. This indeed had to be the location. However, filming it didn't provide much satisfaction. While the street is just as busy as it was in 1897, the angle seemed a little off, probably because they filmed it on the road, but the most frustrating thing about it was these trees that now block the side of the building, the most prominent feature in the film. So that's my story of recreating a street scene in San Diego 128 years after it was originally shot.